Alright, welcome back to the Captain America fights, where I'm going to give you guys 6 fights from this section. And starting off, we have a fight that comes from codenamecrimsonwind. And his fight is pitting Captain America against Oliver Queen himself. Yes, Green Arrow. Now, before we get started, you're probably wondering which Green Arrow am I talking about, comic book Green Arrow or TV Green Arrow. I'm talking about comic book Green Arrow. Yeah, I know, the picture right here, but don't worry, it's from the Jeff Lemire run, so, yeah, didn't want to confuse anyone. Anyway, so, let's talk a bit about Oliver Queen. Now, Oliver Queen is, of course, the Emerald Archer. We all know his story. 5 years ago, for 5 years after landing, after his ship was sunk, and he washed up ashore on an island, Oliver pretty much trained himself to hunt and fish for himself. And he later found his way back to Star City, excuse me, I've watched too much Arrow, to Star City, and from there, from that moment, he had dedicated himself to protecting the people, both as Oliver Queen and as Green Arrow. Now, as Green Arrow, he has, as we all know, Green Arrow carries an assortment of multiple arrows, from boxing glove arrows to knockout gas arrows, to taser arrows, to electric stun arrows, all kinds of arrows. His arrows are pretty much like his utility belt. Not only that, he's probably one of the sharpest shots in the, pretty much the DC universe. He has a keen eye for noticing every little weak point and exploiting it, and firing it at that same point. He's done shots that not even the likes of Batman or Deadshot could make, with just pinpoint accuracy. Among other things, Oliver is a great fighter. He trained from some of the best fighters, including Richard Dragon, and even some training from Batman himself. But also, it's not just, long range he's good at, people. You have to remember, he's also, trained in also swords work. He's actually pretty good with a blade now and again. But he's most at home with long-range combat. But can he fight up close? Oh yeah, he has. And he can win in fighting up close. Oliver is just very dedicated to his, his training and his archery skills. But, however, he does have that air, pre-52 Oliver had that kind of air of arrogance around him that kind of made him like, I'm the best. Oh wait, I'm about to get my ass kicked. And sometimes that little arrogance kind of got in his head. But anyway, let's see how well he would hold himself in a one-on-one fight with Captain America. So, I'm going to say that this is going to be a no-kill fight between Captain America and Green Arrow. These two, it'd probably be one of those I don't know you, you don't know me kind of situations. Now, a fight between Captain America and Green Arrow, how would this go? Well, Cap has fought, he not only has teamed up with, but also he's fought against in sparring matches against, Marvel's Resident Archer, Hawkeye. Now, obviously, Hawkeye and Green Arrow are vastly different, but there is some similarities there with the trick arrows and the excellent marksmanship and the great hand-to-hand combat, and not to mention the cocky attitude now and again. So, that time studying and training with Clint could transition over to fighting Oliver. But remember, Oliver is a little smart. Oliver, as arrogant as he is, he's actually pretty damn smart. He, like I said, he has the knack for noticing little pinpoints and in weaknesses and firing his arrows at them. Not only that, like I said, Oliver's pretty intelligent. He's he's a very fast thinker, and he thinks pretty fast on his feet. Especially, when the action's going, he doesn't stall up or anything like that. Hawkeye does that too, but I'm getting off topic. So, the big thing here is that, Oliver's going to be keeping Cap away from him. Oliver's going to be doing his best to keep Cap away from him in this fight. He's just going to be shooting arrow after arrow. But you gotta remember, Oliver has a X number of arrows, around maybe 24 at best. So, that being said, he can only have so many arrows, and however, each of those arrows is something new. So, Cap better be ready. Not only that, I will say that more than likely anything that Oliver has in that in his little arsenal of arrows, I don't think anything could break through Cap's shield. Now, obviously, if this fight got close range, these two would easily, would probably trade a couple of decent blows towards one another. But you have to remember, Cap has been, thanks to the super soldier serum, Cap doesn't get tired. Oliver, for as good as he is, he's still human. He can wear down. He can get tired, while Cap can keep going. And not only that, Cap can fight without the shield. For all we know, Oliver could, shoot that arrow right out of Cap, shoot that shield right out of Cap's hands and, leave him open. But Cap's going to try to use the environment around him and get in closer. So you got to look at that aspect as well. But, I'm not saying, oh, if it's a long-range fight, Oliver wins. If it's a close-range fight, Cap wins. No. Both these guys are excellent hand-to-hand fighters, and I'm not saying, oh, only Oliver can, Cap's going to beat him, regardless. I wouldn't say that because, like I said, Oliver's pretty quick on his feet. He may get the drop. He could honestly get the drop on Cap, and keep him at bay. And even in a close-range fight, he could probably give him a run for his money. So, with that said, I don't really know who would win this fight. I might give it closely to Cap because of longer battle experience and the fact that his, the super soldier serum gives him a stronger X factor on the grounds of his speed, strength, and stamina and agility are stronger than that of a human. And obviously, as good as Oliver is, and for all the training he's had, he's still human. He still has those, he doesn't let it break him, but he still can get wore down. So you have to look at that. So I might get the slight edge to Cap, but it could easily go in Oliver's favor. It could easily go in Oliver's favor. But you guys tell me, who do you guys think would win in this matchup? Captain America or Green Arrow? And once again, thank Codename Crimson Wind for this fight. This fight came from him, and stay tuned for the next fight. Later.